Oh no, the worldwide pandemic will financial collapse. The parasites in charge will know they hit from the ass. The ship is gonna sink, you just get to the wind. But once it does, you're gonna be the king of hell. And walk up and the wind in the chivalry. Well, that's the constellation of reality. Made it through the fun part, now you just can't tell. There'll never be another, you're the king of hell. Hello, last man on, hello, last man on, hello, you're the last man on earth. Ruins of society fall to the dirt. The days they are eternal, just like months and years. You made a way past 48 and still ain't here. A bronchial infection, natural cause of reform. The way out won't be easy, no one left for a war. Nothing lasts forever, at least of our neighbors and friends. And overdose of reason why it's how it's gonna end. Iodine tablets keep the water clean. Your future freedom's nothing but a hill of meat. Fatal the ballistics of 556. You never thought that Ragnarok would be as boring as this. Made it through the fun, but now you just can't tell. There'll never be another, you're the king of hell. Hello, last man on, hello, last man on, hello, you're the last man on earth. You got the wake up call that nobody else ever heard. Ruins of the child's old feathers. You got your bug out bag blowing in a gentle breeze. Made it through the day, apocalypse is the shore. The way out won't be easy, no one left to ignore. Hello, last man on, hello, last man on, hello, you're the last man on earth. Ruins of society fall to the dirt. So, I got a hilarious comment the other day. Well, he's not wrong, you know. Low-tuned G9211, which sounds like a portmanteau of two different handguns I wouldn't mind having. So, he said the Dano is wrong in every way. And I'm not going to say he's wrong, you know, and because he's not really wrong. And he said I would never own a Dano, blah, I don't know. And this is not a diss or angry response to that, because it's like this was a gift for a birthday gift from my favorite person, Lieblingsmensch. My girlfriend bought this actually after we were together for only a couple months, way back in 2014, and I had just mentioned that, like, I thought it was interesting. Like, they have one of those, Just Music downtown, Dano, and apparently it's like a replica of the first Bass 6 Longboy type thing back in, 56. And I just mentioned that, and she wrote it down and got me one. It was $500, $550, I think. And that was back then. Now they're charging like $850 or something. I wouldn't pay that. It's ridiculous. So, Low Tune G said, it's wrong in every way. And it's like, it is a goofy guitar that's completely impractical by today's standards. But I'll give you the teal deer. Too long didn't read. It's got a really nice neck. And I don't know, it just feels good. And like, I'm not a fan of these. I always thought they were goofy as fuck when I was a kid. And I saw them in stores. And I was just kind of like, man, I can see, they look dated, but, you know, the vintage novelty of it. Yeah, they look like a novelty guitar, and it's just, but this one, I don't know, man, like the scale length, it's like a 29 3/4, and that extra quarter makes a big difference. That's what she said, but whatever. That's what he said. That's what, the Bun from Baritone Obsessed said. He said the extra quarter makes a difference, but I mean, I think that's a hilarious joke, but anyway, and it's got a metal nut. But okay, to compensate for the missing 1/4 length, 1/4 inch length. It's got a metal nut, which is a feature I really like. I think all nuts should be made of metal, man. Anyway, so I checked out Low Tune G's channel, and you know, unsurprisingly, he's into metal. Like seems like most baritone guys are these days. Usually extreme metal and gent and stuff like that. Well, I'm not. I can't even play. I can't do this technical stuff. But like, it's fun to bang on a baritone, man. Even if you don't know how to play like me. So I was thinking, can you do this Dano with these crazy lipstick to really twanky sounding lipstick tube pickups? What does it sound like for heavy stuff? Now I know that the Bun already did some kind of similar, but that's thick as fuck, man. I'll even go down a little bit. For the classic Rammstein Bücktisch. That's enough of Bücktisch, but okay, so obviously I rolled off the treble completely. This is something I never used to do, but I'm starting to realize it can make interesting muffled sounds on a guitar that's too twanky, and this really is too twanky. I mean, let's... Oh, tone rolled off. Holy shit. This is the tone all the way up. I got this Marshall practice amp here, and it doesn't have a, you know, the regular bass treble middle thing. It's got the contour. So this is a clean channel. Scratchy switch as always. It only really sounds good with both pickups. That's a criticism. Anyway, the point is, the neck's really nice, and I get, you know, for 500 it was okay. Here's the thing, it's made in Korea, so they actually polish the frets, level the frets. It's got a good neck, and the feel of it, 24 frets. I mean, it's got a nice feel to it. I really like it. It was my first almost 30-inch longboi, and you know, I started on bass. One of the reasons I can't really play guitar, but I do love the feel of going like this. Oh. I'm not really a drop tuning guy. I don't like how it's going like this. But I do like playing heavy riffs and clean. That's kind of the whole Shice Squad sound. Let's switch that to the dirty channel. That's one thing I hate about distortion. It often turns... Oh, feeding back already. Single coil pickups. You gotta love it. Got your Deutsch rock ballad, and it's hanging right here. Gotta string my mallet if you get too near. Right before your eyes. For a night is through, you'll find you're taking up another bite. Anyway, so I'm not trying to convince Low Tune G or anybody that this thing is like good for metal or something. It's just fun to try something that's not really supposed to do. I mean, these Lipstick tube pickups are controversial, and frankly, I'm not a fan. Like I'm amused by the twanky sound because I like Talking Heads and the clean backing funk guitar. I kind of like that funky disco. I don't really cover their songs or anything, but I like just going like chugga chugga chugga. I really haven't played it that much, you know. It's still in good condition, and I didn't want to fuck it up on stage and I'm drunk like I always do. Yeah, so that's Shice Girlfriend song, Potemkin Village Earth. I don't know, just try heavy shit. Okay, get back to some heavy shit. Distortion on, tone knob off. As you can tell, I'm not a metal guy, but I like to jam on some heavy riffs, you know. I guess that's different than playing metal, but, you know, jamming on heavy riffs is fun, man. If you can get one of these cheap, I mean, now they cost €8.50 bucks. I think that's insane. And here's the nerd part, like the nerd rant. I know the history of this. That Daniel, whatever guy who invented them or made, you know, the designer, the engineer. He's a real engineer. He has real inventage. He has he never patented his stuff. It's like open source. He had some like transducer, I don't know, some radio stuff and some like guitar effects. I don't know. He's a real inventor. And you know, back in 1956, I heard that Fenders were real expensive back then. Like a Fender P-Bass was like $200, and that was like thousands back then in real money, when money was actually worth something. So the Dano was supposed to be cheap. And it's made of, you know, this weird construction, this kind of hollow body. And it's sort of like pine and masonite, and these vinyl sides. And, you know, they still make it like that, and then it's screwed on. Oh, and a one screw plate for the electronics, which goes flappy, flappy, flap. So I put a sticker on it of my friends Mundane, a great grunge band from Vreden, northern Germany. They're nice guys. We played a couple shows with them. They're cool. Anyway, I don't know. You know, I'm a Dano skeptic, and I like it. It's got 24 frets, metal nut, smooth neck, polished. There's nothing shitty about it, except as usual, I think I managed to fuck up the switch just by being me, and like it only sounds good if you have both pickups on, or well, as good as a Dano can. interesting. Like, if you can get this for 500 or below, I would say yeah. Cause here's the thing: made in Korea. I got another hilarious, really angry comment where I was joking about Chinese stuff. And yes, there are good guitars from China. I have some, but like the neck is really what you want. And I noticed Koreans and Japanese always have nice necks, and gonna do a video about that later, about how some of my cheapest guitars are from Korea and have really nice necks. The frets are totally the way you want them. And Chinese guitars rarely have good and polished frets. And that's communism, because they don't give a fuck. They'll sell you any shit out of the factory. They'll turn out scrap, and but a lot of times they're good too, so it's not like it's all bad. Anyway, and I was making some jokes about the kingdom of the commie cough, and the guy was really mad about that, because I love triggering commies. They get mad. They may get mad over the harmless little jokes. Anyway, Korea. I can't say enough good things about cheap guitars with always good necks. Now Korean guitars are expensive. This is expensive. $850. I would not pay that. Also, I've seen a lot of complaints about the bridge, and it's like, it's kind of up on stilts, so it doesn't make contact with the body. And the body is a light, hollow construction anyway. Oh yeah, what I can't understand is this body is way more labor intensive to put all this like masonite thing and have some kind of weird pine wood construction holding it all together. It's like, does a plank of solid regular wood that doesn't have any knots in it, like, just a piece of alder or basswood, does it cost so much that putting together this weird contraption is actually cheaper? Seriously, does anybody who knows about that here, please tell me, because that was a selling point. Like, in the 50s, Danos were way cheaper, and the guy designed guitars for other cheap ones like Silvertone and stuff. And I don't understand how this hollow body construction that requires a lot of production steps, how that can possibly be cheaper. Yes, I understand that synthetic materials like masonite will be cheaper than good wood, and then you can get into the tone wood debates, which are always hilarious. Well, I mean, it's done to death now, 10 years after the Tonewood Wars, but like 15 years after I don't know. Scott Grove and Will Gelvin, those guys are cool. Anyway, if these lipstick tube pickups weren't so wonky, this would be the perfect thing to discuss about Tonewood Wars, because it's made a bunch of, deliberately made a crappy material, and you could be talking about how that doesn't actually matter. But these pickups deliberately sound weird, and it just has this little sheet of plastic over it that, oh god, it's funny. It's a well-made modern replica of a cheap guitar, and then there's the whole legend of I guess it's a baritone version of what was the first bass 6, I guess. In 1956, they had one tuned E to E. This legend about Tik-Tok bass, which I don't really understand how overdubbing a bass 6 that sounds kind of clickety-clackety over the rockabilly contrabass slapping thing. To me, it sounds like, I think in the 50s they had a hard time getting a good recording a good bass sound out of a contrabass, so they just had to, do some kind of, they overdubbed this just so the notes were defined, I guess. Please, if you know about this stuff, Tik-Tok bass, or have a Dano and want to talk about it. I know my friend Max Weatherfield has a Dano, and I've heard him use it, and he uses it for far out stuff. I mean, massive distortion, soundscapes and noise and shit. Sounds fine, I mean, it's not like wrong in every way, sort of, but I can totally understand not wanting to have one. I mean, they're goofy. So am I. Now I'm thinking of using this for a project. It's getting hard. I just haven't used this that much. I don't think I would use it on stage because I don't want to fuck it up. See, I got my trusty side jack for that because it's battle scarred for a carefree ride. Pre-drive for a carefree ride. Let's try this. Okay, this is the tone knob is on 100. Alright, that was it. What was the riff? Pick it like right down here for that. I'm sure y'all know the whole legends about how the baritone guitar was used for spy soundtracks, surf, and you know, country, or no, not country, yeah, maybe. Yeah. Okay, that's not country. I don't know, but like, the thing is, it seems like from the old days, it was like studio only, because I have never seen a picture of anybody back in the old days jamming on a baritone guitar. And of bass 6, I saw a picture of Bob Dylan with a Fender bass 6 once, which I think he was just posing for the camera for. I mean, I don't think he's ever... Maybe he did, I don't know. Did, like, anybody from the old days use a bass 6 or a baritone on stage? Or was this just like a secret thing in to sweeten the mix back in the studio? I don't know. It seems like it would have been the perfect thing for Dick Dale or something, but he was just totally committed to his left-handed or right-handed strat, played left-handed, and strung still right-handed, playing upside down, whatever, which is cool. I mean, hey, he was cool as fuck, man, but it seems like a baritone guitar would have been perfect for him, but I don't know. Some of you real musicians or real history people can tell me about this if you want, if you would be so kind as to leave a comment. The sonic youth sound out of it too. You know, the unisono sound. Anyway, so low tune G, I don't think you're wrong, and you know, it's definitely an acquired taste at best. And it would be foolish to spend $850 on a novelty item like this. I hope you can still get them cheap. That's the thing. I think they're charging top dollar now because they are one of the oldest, like, big manufacturers of electric, I mean, they go back to the 50s, just like Fender and Gibson, and they're just like, we got the name, I don't know. I know Dano makes some good stuff. I'm not dissing him, but it's like, God, when you can get stuff for like $200 that's way more modern. I actually like the bridge though, just because it's a normal bridge. I'm sick of them obligatorily putting on whammy bars. And just like, God, man, whammy bars usually fuck things up, and I would not have them as a standard option. So, okay, it's on stilts and it's kind of flimsy looking, but I mean, I don't know. I haven't had any problems with bridge or intonation or any of that shit. Just kind of a wonky switch, yeah, but I mean, whatever. And I guess it's kind of microphonic. That's kind of whatever. I don't care. I like trashy stuff anyway, but this isn't really a piece of shit. It's got a great neck, like I keep saying over and over again. Yeah, I don't know. I love it. So, thank you to Shice Girlfriend for the surprise. That was the first of many surprises. She's picked me up 3 guitars already, and Boss Katana amps that totally changed my life. Oh yeah, this is such a good mini amp. Yeah, it's unbelievable. I did a video and I love it. Shice Girlfriend got it for me. She got me a lot of. That's a keeper. She encourages me to buy guitars. As long as she likes the look, and she's like, just buy it. You owe it to yourself to buy it. Now, tell me your girlfriend or wife or significant other does that. Now I got a room, it's part of the reason I got a room full of guitars now. A lot of them are cheap and not worth anything. Some of them have resale value. I don't give a fuck. Life is so too boring to not play guitars, except today we have an eclipse that I'm not going to see because I'm in fucking Germany. So I hope you have fun on Eclipse Day. Take psychedelic substances for the eclipse and then try to avert your eyes so you don't burn the fuck out of them. Have fun with that, and happy next fraction of eternity. Time to take you out on the all-round carefree package.